Hi, my name is Stig. I want to try another build video. This time I'm gonna build a Seawind. It's a plane that I bought a few years ago, but I haven't built it yet. Seawind is from Great Planes. I bought it from Nitroplanes.com. It looks like this. It's a very nice plane. Until yesterday I was planning on putting a glow engine on it, but I found a video on YouTube where it was converted to electric, so I think I'm going to do that. So the specifications, so you can read, 1.8 meters in wingspan, or 71 inches. It's about 4.5 kilos or 10 pounds. Fuselage is about 1.4 meters or 55.5 inches. 4 channels, 7 to 8 servos. It's a very nice plane. So just let me show it. So this is it. It's laid out here on my table. It's quite big. It's glass fiber or fiberglass. It's very dirty. I have to clean it. It has been laying around for quite some time. I have the wings, the wing floats, the elevator, the rudder, and the cockpit or the canopy. So I think I have everything here. I'm not gonna put retracts on it because the roll-bar retracts that is built for this is very expensive. But I want to see if I can have some quick release for the wheels, so it's easy and fast to convert it from wheels to a seaplane. So I will clean it, and we will take a look at the specifications and the build instructions. So now everything is cleaned up and is ready for build. So when we take a look at the instruction manual, so we can see the airplane and the specification. It says engine 91 4-cycle, but I don't have a 91. I have a 120, and could be that it works. However, I found a video on YouTube, a Norwegian guy who had converted it to electro. So I think I'm going to do that too. It's going to be quite a heavy engine, electro engine, to power up 4.5 kilos. The expected weight was 4.5 kilos, and for those who are not familiar with the metric system, it's 10 pounds. So okay, so the first thing that we need to do. So this is the parts. We can see decals all put on the pictures. They are not on. They are here. So I could start with that. Put on those. After that, I don't have any electronics, so I'm not going to put on any electronics, but I can prepare everything. So I can glue on all the control surfaces and the hatches for the servos, and I can mount the gears. There's the engine. I don't have I'm not going to put on a glow engine on it. I could, I have one, but I'm not going to do that. So I will follow the instruction manual. What I did, I was watching this. This is the tail, the elevator. And it says to drill holes in it, and you see there are 4 carbon rods. Well, it doesn't say anything about the... It says please drill 2 6mm holes for insert the carbon tube to connect the elevator. Connect the elevator with the 2 carbon tube. 2 carbon tube. I have 2 carbon tubes. It's this one. One shorter, one short, one long one. And according to the picture, you don't need 2, you need 4. So I'm not quite sure what the intention was. Maybe I have to cut it. I couldn't see that the carbon rods are needed any place else on the plane. So I could probably just no carbon rods. So on the wings, it's not a carbon rod. It's a aluminium tube, wing spar. So this is it, pretty much. It's not a lot to do. It's not a hard build. It should be quite fast. I think I will put wheels on it at this point. I was not quite sure if I wanted to put wheels on it, but here it says to drill hole for the front landing gear, and I could do that and then just make myself some kind of plug or something to plug it if I want to put it in the water, some quick release or something like that for the gears. It's quite easy on the Icon A5. I have an Icon A5, and it's very easy, it's very fast to remove the gears, to just put it into the water. So, but anyway, back to the elevator. I don't have any, it doesn't seem like I need a carbon tube any place else, so I'm gonna just cut them and put them in. I don't think they need to be that big, so that long, I mean. So I will just cut some pieces. I think I could just cut this one in 2. So if I have these, cut the long one as the same length as the short one, and then cut those in 2. I think that should be enough. So if I glue the carbon tube in and put glue on here, then it should be fine. It's just gonna go. Let me show you. So it's gonna go like this. So, something like this. Yep. And that should be fine. When I glue in the carbon rods, 2 carbon rods there, and the glue on the surface here, it should be fine. Yes. So I'm going to prepare that. See if I will put it on the video. That me putting on the decals and cutting the carbon tube. It's actually a tube. So well, but I think it's an easy build. All these the control surfaces is with these kind of I have one here. this, I don't know what it's made of, but it's maybe some kind of glass fiber hinges. And this is the wing floats, so they are glued on using epoxy. And the wings are there with the aileron and the flaps, and everything, all of the control surfaces has this the same hinges, so it should be fast, easy and fast to install it. So I will be back. I can see that these should be cut out with a scissor or a knife. I think I'm going to use a scissor. I'm going to go and get a scissor and then I will do a scissor, but I wonder if maybe I should use a knife instead. If I do, then I can do something like this, and it will be a clean cut. So I can cut away what I don't need. So according to the pictures, I'm just following the pictures, and it's not that important for me to measure stuff and to show where it goes. So, but it's supposed to be something like this. So what I could do, maybe the light is no good. I can put my lights over there. So I'm still in shadow. I don't know if this is showing the camera. It's very strange. Very strange. If we put the light even closer, I have a huge light here. So it should be, no, it will be even worse. So if I put the lights over on that side, is that helping? No, not really. Probably because of my roof light and my, if I remove my roof light, how is it? Is it too dark? Yeah, it's too dark. So let me put my roof light back. Okay. Anyhow, I have these decals. I'm gonna put it on the wing. So I'm gonna put my motor there. It's really, really horrible. Okay, I think I got the light problem solved. So according to the pictures that I have, it is supposed to be. No, this is the wrong wing. I'm supposed to put it on this. I don't really think it matters. No. So, no, this is the right wing. This is the correct one. So, yeah, this is the correct one. So I'm just going to put it here. I could, I'm just going to do it by eye. So this was a bit tricky to get that. Okay. So, I got the air bubble in it. So, let me try again. That was a bad move. So if I put it like that. So there you go. With no air bubbles in it. The decals are quite old, so the quality is not that great anymore, and I could just leave it out, but I think it's better than nothing. So what else? What other decals is supposed to go on these? And we are supposed to have. Let's see if I can find it. I'm supposed to have these small Seawind decals on this. I don't know what to call them. They are the wing floats. So do I have black or red? Doesn't really matter for me because I'm colorblind. But let me see if I can find any pictures in the instruction manual. Red. I think red. I think pictures here. So it shows red here, and the registration number just underneath the engine car. So again, I will use my knife and cut them out. So I can these two. So like that, and like that, and like that. Remove the excess. This one. Then I have two decals. Goes like this, and it goes like this. This aside, and then I can have the registration number. The black ones. I don't know we can put them on if we need those. There. And the last one. And the very last one. That to throw away, put that away. And according to the pictures, this is going like this. The kids are shouting, I will be back. So this is supposed to go, if I just pictures, so this is like this, I'm gonna put them right here. So this is the other side. So I have to take the back paper off like that. So let me see if I can put this on without any bubbles in it. Some bubbles in it because of the curve. There's one, there's the other one. Yeah, that's the last one. There's some bubbles in there because of the curve. Alright, and then I'm going to angle the camera onto the plane because the registration numbers. Clean. Can I just have a second then? Like that. Okay. That was it. There's not a lot of decals on this one. I do have two small black ones. I don't know if maybe I can put them here. I'm pointing in the. I think I want to do that at the last, after the wings and all that. What I want to start with, I think I want to start with the camera. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to start with this, with the elevator. I'm going to go on these two parts. I need to, let's see where it is. Another one. All I have is this one, carbon tube, and this one is carbon tube. And I was thinking that if I cut this one off like this, like two pieces, and then I will cut this one again. I think that should be more than enough to glue on the elevator. And as far as I can tell, according to the instruction manual, there are no other places where you need carbon rods. So I think I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to have them too long. It could be that I could cut this one in half and have one half there and the other half on the other side, and then have this one straight through there. I can drill the hole and see if that can work. Maybe it's going to strengthen up everything a little bit. So maybe that's the point. The instruction manual doesn't say anything about how to cut these, how to use them. It only says that you need carbon rods. The picture shows that you need carbon rods that goes in here and here. And then you have one long and one short one. And the short one is not going right through, so I think I will have to cut it. One half on that one side and the other half on that side. But the long one, maybe that can go straight through. So I'm going to find my drill and my exact size of the drill bit and try to make the holes and see if this fits straight through. If it does, then I'm going to leave it like that. So you can see there are two holes. Drill the holes very carefully. That. Let me see if the drill is big enough. No, it's not big enough, but I'll just swap out for a bigger one. Just let me get the hole first. So, and then let me. That hole was not perfect. I can tell. So, let me see if I can. Does this fit then? No. Are these the same size? Yep. So that drill was too small also. I could measure it, but I'll just go like that, see? very, very. It was still too tight, so let me go up one notch again. And just hope it's not suddenly way too big. Yeah, I don't have. Okay. So, on the other side. And then I'm thinking that this curve, if I can find the hole, like that. And then this one I could cut in two and put. Well, it does, but that was not a lot to go on. This as you see, it's very small. Maybe a couple of no, that's a centimeter and a half, not max. So that hole was not completely centered. What about this one then? So I will have to fart around, as a New Zealander often says. So, okay, the holes is not aligned properly. So I will have to get those holes properly aligned. As far as I can tell, this is paint. It's not the film, the cover film. So I was thinking maybe because if this was film, you will have to remove it before you glue onto it. As you can see, this part is wood. There are no films. So I will take a knife and just make sure that this, that maybe if I can remove the white part, if it's paint or if it's film, because it's best to glue wood to wood. So I will do that, and I will align these the cover rods to the holes and align things properly, and then I will be back. Okay, I can remove those for now. I was able to get the holes aligned, so now I need to just glue them. When that's done, I'm going to put this one on here, the elevator. Okay, I haven't really decided yet if I wanted to keep this rod going right through. I think I will. I think I will keep this rod from the back part of the plane, further back here. And then the short one, maybe I should just buy a long one. And then I have two long ones. Maybe the tail will be stronger. Anyway, this is carbon fiber. This is not plywood with film on it. It's carbon fiber. It's quite strong. So, or maybe I should just cut this in two, and then just glue them on. I'm not so sure how stiff, because it's hollow. The inside of here is hollow, so this part of the rod will not be, glued into anything inside. That's why it is actually better to have two long carbon rods going straight through both holes. If I do that, then the elevator is going to be quite stiff. So, yeah, I think actually that's a good idea. So, and I can glue the control surfaces on the wings and stuff until I do the tail, so I have a lot of work to do. I think I'm going to buy another one of these. Okay, I will prepare for some other control surfaces to do on, and I will be back. Yes, I actually had one laying around, so I have now I have two. I cut them into the correct size, and I will be able to glue them like that. And the short one I can save for another plane. So let me just see. Oh, the kids are having fun. So that was. Oh, the hole was not. The holes inside of this, it's different. I think I know what the intention was with two different lengths on the cover rods, but they missed it. So the quality control is not the best. Anyhow, I can just measure how. See, it doesn't go further than that. And if I put that in and do like that, how much do I have? I'll need to measure it. So if I put I will need to do like this. So I can measure and hold at the same time. That didn't work. Oh, I will have to do this off camera. So now I was able to get it right. But I can see that it seems like the angles. Put that away. Let me see if I can show you. If I have a better video angle. I have so much stuff laying around. If I have the correct angle, you see, the angle of the surface is what worries me a bit. Turn the plane around. See, I'll put it in. You see here? I think the angle of the surface. Oh, it's not control surface anyway, so my English is not another tongue zone. I think the performance of the plane is not going to be super great if the angle of this is not like perfect. So I think, I think what I will need to do is actually make the holes bigger, so that I'm able to make the holes bigger, so that I can have the correct angle. I think to let the rods control the angle is, I think that's a bad idea. So I will have to make the holes bigger, and then when I glue them, I think the rods is going to make everything stiffer anyway. But because when I put the glue in, it's going to be quite hard and stiff. But I'm a bit worried about the angle. I think that's important, because if I have one going like, well, this is exaggerated, but if I have, like, you know, angles going way out of whack, I think the performance of the plane is going to be very, very bad. And then again, I will have to compensate on the aileron, because this is one whole control surface. If it was two, I could, you know, correct the angles by adjusting the control surface, which is probably not a good idea, because the performance, every little detail like that is going to reduce the performance of the plane. So yeah, I think I will just make the holes larger, so that the rods doesn't, you know, it's not super tight in the holes. But when I put glue in there, I think it's going to be, you know, it's going to be hard, stiff anyway. So yeah, I will do that. Then I have test fitted it, make some clamps, prepared some clamps, put in the glue. I think I'm going to have a lot of it. I think that should be enough, right? Probably maybe too much, but I would rather have too much glue than too little. Where is my glue stuff? So I'll just need to mix it. I know that I should wear gloves when I'm dealing with deposit. For those of you who haven't seen Chris Simpson's video, the RC model reviews and XJet channels, he has a lot of very nice channels for how to use glue and how to use pretty much anything you need. You know, so I will now put too much glue on here. So I will insert there. There. Side. Don't dry too fast. There, and I'm missing this part here. That is pretty much dripping glue here. I have way too much glue in it, but as I told you, I would rather have too much glue than too little. And then I'm making a mess here now, but I can clean it. Like that. And I have it enough. Fine. So clean my tools because I will need them again. Unless I'm expecting to have way too much glue. So, off, excess glue, just like that. A little bit north, just like that. Alright, and like that. Probably will do what I can handle. Okay. Now the important part is to get it properly aligned. And then I'll have to these clamps on, I can't have them on for too long because the foam is going to be glued on to the plane, and I don't want that, of course. So, like that. Now the kids are screaming. Okay. Then I have glued on Let's see if I can realign the camera a little better so you can see. I put the clamps on, apply a little pressure there. I think it's gonna be fine. I probably can't hold the clamps on too long because the foam is gonna be glued on. So let me remove the clamps. Probably. Oh. Oh, God. Yes. Okay, some of the foam got stuck. I can remove that. Well, now this is glued. And I can attach the control surface, the aileron. I will test fit it. It's these, the hinges is this, I don't know what it's made of actually, glass fiber. It looks like glass fiber of some kind, but. So I'm going to test fit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of these. 3, 4, 5. Oh, you don't see it, sorry. It's a little bit tight. That should. So, it seems like there is. It looks like there is a hole, but there are no holes here. So, but maybe 6 should do it. So let me just see if I can get them on. Because if I can, then I will just glue this right on. Okay. Works great. That was great. It tested it and it fits great, so I will just glue the hinges on. I will glue the hinges on the plane first, and then I will, actually when I put it on it was quite easy, so if I glue it on the control surface first, then glue it on the plane, probably the easiest way. So, let me take it off again. And just put these right there. Let me find my super glue, you see this? Small size. I will put the wood on half. This is pretty time consuming. Like well, I'm not going to waste your time with this, so I will turn off the camera and I will glue the rest of the hinges on and then I will get back. So, it was a little bit of a struggle, but now it's just glued on, so I can't really move it. While that's drying, it got a little bit messy and I have some cleaning to do. It's not a very good job, I must say. I kind of screwed it up again. Anyhow, now that one can dry, and I can take care of the wings. Just put this aside. I have some cleaning up to do, and then I can glue on the control surfaces on the wings. So I need to clean up a little bit for it's getting very crowded on my chest. So I'm preparing the wings for my Seawind. I will need to attach these wing floats on each side. And as I can tell, this is not really good quality control. So as you can see, I just have to push the wing inside and it has to be glued. But look at this. Can I get you to see that? I have to remove a centimeter or so on each wing, on each float. It's not huge. It's not a big deal, but all of these things makes the plane harder to build and it takes longer. So I will have to mark it and remove, so and then glue it. And I think it's a good idea to glue the wing, these floats on before I glue the surface control surfaces on. So because I think it's probably easier to. Well, I'll need to remove it and then I can test fit it before I glue anything. I think that's what has to be the way to do it. Okay, so let me find my pen here on my messy table, and then I can make a mark. Like that. On that side and on this side. So here is the hole. It's a little bit big, doesn't matter. As long as I get the wing. As long as I get the wing inside, so I can glue it. And the kids are having fun again, laughing out loud. So I will find some tools to remove this piece. So I have removed the part. I have enlarged the hole, so now the wing fits inside, as you can see. So now I can test it here as well. So it has to be glued, but I think I'm gonna test it and make sure that the control surfaces works, that they fit. I could glue the hinges on the control surfaces first, because I have to do that anyway. And if I'm not mistaken, it's these. Okay. No. Okay, so there was a difference on it. There wasn't a difference. As you can see, put this in the camera. You see the holes on the control surface is in the center line, in the middle of the control surface. And on the other one, it's not. You see, it's on the top. So there was a difference on these control surfaces. So the one with the center hinge, the one with the center hinges, they are going on this side. So that's the ailerons, and the flaps is going on the inside of the plane. And that is because they are only going down. They are never going up because they are not going to work as a it's not in the camera. Sorry about that. So the inner control surface is flaps, and it's never going to go up like this. It's only going to go maximum like this, and it's going to work as a flap. It's not a very steep flap though, but still a flap. and the I'll have to move it a little bit. And then the aileron is going out. It's not a lot of room. So if I will have to move the aileron as far up, as close to the. You see the gap here? It's a huge gap between the flap and the aileron, and because of that, the flow doesn't fit. So this is quality control again. So I will have to make the holes larger so that I can move the aileron closer to the flap. If I don't do that, I won't be able to glue on the float. Yep, well, Nitroplanes, this is bad quality control. It was quite cheap. I think it was around $200 something. I bought it quite some time ago, so a lot of years. I think it was in 2007. I haven't been able to build it until now. But I think it was around $200, and I do know I have seen the same plane at $400. So maybe I'm thinking it's not really the same plane. This is a cheap version, and because the quality control is just it's not really good. So I will have to move the aileron this far up. Then I will have room to glue on the float part. So I will have to make the holes, and I assume it's the same thing each wing. So I will do that, and I will be back. I made the hinges, the holes for the hinges a little bit larger or wider if you like, so that I can have the aileron closer to the flap. So I think still when the wing is attached to the fuselage, I have a millimeter or two, so that the flap will move freely, and I can also have the aileron a millimeter or two, so it will move freely, and then I will have good space for the float to glue on. Let me put it in the camera like that. So I can just have to make sure that I have the spacing that I need so that the aileron moves freely there, and also that the float is straight. Can you see in the camera? How can I do this? So I'll have to make sure that it's straight. Yes. So I'm not sure if I was just wondering that maybe I should glue on the float first. If I glue the float on now without the control surface glued on, because I use epoxy for the float, so I have some movement time. On the control surfaces I use tack glue or super glue, so it dries really fast. So if I miss with the spacing, I will have to cut off the hinges, make new holes, put new hinges on, and I don't have hinges that big. I have hinges, but not the same size. So I was just thinking that maybe I should glue on the float first and align it, because I have some time to try to put it on the fuselage. If I just put it in the aluminium wing guard. Oh, now it's even that. Outside the camera, just hold on a second. Oh, so if I put the rod, I will glue the rod on, measure so it's exactly the same each side, and then I will glue on. Mind you, that's not the only thing that's holding the wing. It's nylon screwed like this as well. But the thing is that I just want to make sure that with 2 millimeters space, the flap will move quickly, and it does. So the aileron moves freely, so I can safely glue on the float. Awesome thing, I'm extremely nervous. First time I fly, but hey, that's the Holly. I will do on the boat before I do all the control surfaces. Just do that. So I'll have to make some glue. Where's my glue? So just look at without the camera again. Yeah. Too much again. And we'll mix it. It's always hard to make exactly the right amount. Okay. So, and then where is my other? There it is. And it's not in the camera. So I'll put something in here. There's no need to put in the end. So flow is hollow. Like that. Okay. On the edge so I can remove it from my tools. Like that, and oh, that's a lot. Oh. Remove. Oh. Like that. On the edge of my table, I move from the tool, and then just wipe off. There's a lot of toilet paper left. So. Something like that. So I will need to just my eyesight. I think I will need to find some tool to put some pressure on it on this on each side there. It's not in the camera. It's on the eyesight, but I think it's good. But I will need to find some pressure to put some pressure on the so I have my wrenching, but it's quite heavy, and I'm afraid that I will break there. Essentially, it works anyway. Put that one there, and then put some pressure on it. Floor. I've got some glue under my shoe. My shoe sticking to the floor. Messy. I'll have to remove my shoe so let the glue dry. It's a bit funny. So just let me make sure that it's cute. No, it's fine. So that's that. I will need to do the same thing on the other wing, but I want to glue on the control surfaces, the flaps and the ailerons before I do the other wing, because I might learn something by doing this, and maybe I can correct it or do it differently on the other one. So I'm gonna let it dry, and I'll be back. Just get a battery warning on my camera, so maybe it will shut off. Anyhow, the float is glued on. It seems like it's a nice fit. now I will do on the aileron. Start with the aileron and then continue with the flap. So I will remove the aileron, take off the hinges, to mark them that they are all the way to the right. Glue. That's the even out. So let me just put it there. I will on the aileron, so I will put on the flap. Notice that the I put the glue on a cold surface like too much glue there. Notice that I put the glue on a cold surface like the control surface like this. It doesn't dry out that fast actually, but if you get it on your fingers, it dries out really fast. Now I would be tempted to just attack the other wing and move the hinges on, but I'm not going to do that. I will have to test it and align everything before I do that. So I have glue on. I assume that these are dry enough. And this time I can actually, yep. I can just glue them right on. That, and we'll take some paper, and while doing that, I will just remove the excess glue, like that, and do it on the other side. This is the first plane that I have with flaps. So I'm excited to see how it works. So just make sure that you have enough space for the flap to move freely. And remove the excess glue on that side. This side would be a good thing if the control surface was fluid completely on. So this is it. The flap is glued on, it's moving freely, and the aileron is glued on, and it's moving freely. So I learned a lot while doing that, and I still have a millimeter or two here. So even when I attach the wing to the plane, the flap is going to move freely. I can put this away and start on the other wing. So much fun trying this. I could also see if I can find some hinges for my rudder, and then glue the rudder on. So it's quick. I did, however, notice that then again, this is let me see. Put this in camera. I did notice that the fit is not perfect. So it's going to be a little spacing. It's going to be closer. You see the rudder is going to be closer to the fuselage down in the bottom part of the fuselage of the rudder, and it's going to be further away from the fuselage on top. So we'll see what kind of hinges I will put on. The important part is that it moves freely. It's not an acrobatic plane. I do know that you can roll and loop and stuff, but it's not really an acrobatic plane. Okay, so let me then just test fit the control surfaces. So let me start by putting on the rudder. Now the flap, sorry. That's going to go on there. I'll have to move it. Yeah. I'll have to cut open this part a little more. It's balls of wood, so it's easy to
wider. And then I just test fit it. And I have a millimeter or so here. And on the just put them sensitive. So I have to remove the float. And I want to cut open the holes a little bit. Just using a knife. So something like that. Okay. Oh, it's just some. Okay. So there you go. I have a millimeter. I will have room for the float. Let's see if we can get it on there. Just make sure that it goes. If I touch it a little bit, I can hang back. So, oh, it's not in camera like that. So, and I can just. It's just the they touch a little bit, but it's just the film. It's not wood. It's just the film, the cover film. Just touching. Move that to center, but I still have a millimeter or so to go on this side, so it doesn't have to be that tight fit. So, but I can then just try it on the fuselage. Yeah. That moves really off. I see that it's not in the camera at all, so I'm really sorry for that. But trust me, it does fit perfectly on the plane. So, okay. Now I can take my glue again and go on the float. So, where is my mixing table? Very much. I think that's enough this time. The old reviews channel, I think it says that you have to stir for I think at least a minute, it says. This is 5 minutes epoxy and I find it dries really fast. Maybe because of the temperature, but I'm having it in my basement and it's not that hot down here. Okay. So I will remove. Turn off my tool. It's important to have clean tools. Possibly on it. Just make sure that it stays there. It has to be in order. So, oh, you don't see this, so let me just adjust the camera a little bit. Oh, yes. Just removing the excess glue. Off. Use a lot of paper. Well, gluing. Okay, so let me just take a look. So, if I raise up the camera again, it's only me, so I don't have anyone to control the camera. So I will just by eyesight adjust the float. I think it's fine just like that, and the aileron is moving freely. So put that one down. Yes. So So just let me see if I need to put some pressure on it. Where is my battery? So there you go. Let's see if I can. Oh, it's stuck. The tension on the camera stand is very hard, so it's not that easy to move the camera around. But I think I just need to make sure. So if I remove this, and I'll go on the other side, so I don't glue it into the table. Yes, so we can dry. I hope that's good enough. Got some more glue on the floor. Probably easier to just let it dry than remove it. Okay, when the floating is dry, then I can glue the control surfaces on. After that, I can glue on the rudder. I'm going to see if I can find hinges for the rudder. And after that, I think it's time to attach the wheels to the wings, to the nose gear. So yep, I will wait for the wing to dry. Okay, while I was waiting for my wing to dry, I just went looking for some hinges for my rudder. I found them. There were no pre-cut holes in the rudder. So I just put some holes in it, put in the hinges, and tested it. So it seems like it's looking quite nice. So actually, this is just glue that one on. This is an easy job. So as I told you, there were no cuts, there were no holes, pre-cut holes in the aileron. So I just cut them. I just measured. There were holes here. I just measured where are the holes, and just cut holes in the rudder. So easy. Remember that the lowest hinge is S3. Down. Notice that the tack glue, the super glue, oh my, I got some on my fingers. And the glue on this one doesn't dry that fast actually, but if you get it on your fingers, it dries really fast. So probably the temperature of the skin. Just remove the excess glue. Without gluing the paper to my fingers. Now this is glue. Put it to dry. I can remove the battery. Inspect my wing. I have a little bit of glue on it, but it's fine. It's okay. Okay, so the float is on, and I obviously got some glue on there as well, but it's fine. So the glue is on, then I can just glue this one on. Just have to remember. I don't have a wide angle lens on the camera. It's not even my camera, it's a friend of mine. For me, it seems like you need to have a wide angle camera if you're going to have. If you're going to have a good experience in filming and building, and yes, my memory card went full. So I was just talking. Yeah. I went and found some new hinges. I've been opened the holes again, but really struggled to get them opened. This is a different kind of hinges. They could be too small. I'm not so sure. That was the biggest I had, but I'm not sure if they will hold. I will try to glue them on. I have test fitted it, so it should work. It was really tight fit. I think I'm going to just try to open this a little bit more without destroying the rudder. I think the airplane is discontinued, so if I break anything, if I crash or anything like that, I will just try to repair it, and if I'm not able to repair it, I have to throw it away. But that's life. Yeah, it was a better fit, so I'm going to try to glue the hinges on. If the plane survives or not, it's just part of the hobby. Where's my glue? It's right here, so yeah, I will just keep the angle. You won't see all exactly what I'm doing, but and I keep dropping. It's getting late, so I'm probably getting very tired. to finish the rudder and my last main. So come on, don't mess with me. There you go. Look at that. Want to finish the rudder and the main wing before I took the night off. Okay, so the hinges are in place, and then I can move this over, adjust the camera over to my wing, and then I can glue on the last flap. And with a little luck, it's going to slide right in. I will just pull it. I think it's just a film that's touching the. So I will need to get some paper down here to wipe off the excess glue. So like that. So the aileron and the flap is touching, but it's only the film. So if I can find some, I have some sandpaper. We got some sandpaper lying around. I could just sand off. You see there? I have a lot. Like that, and the other wing. Oh, it's so little, it doesn't matter. So, okay, there we go. Let me put the camera just a little bit back. So, there you go. I have the aileron, I have the flap, I have the float. And if I raise the camera angle a little bit so I get the plane inside, I can just test it. And it's going to be like that. It's going to be really great. So if I put on the awning, keep the weight. Like that. Yeah. Put on the nylon screws. Gonna stay there. I can do that. So let me see. Where is the bag? Here's the bag with the nylon screws in it. So probably have to again drill the holes, and if I find so I'm just going to find one of these, and that is 5 millimeters and the 6 millimeters. Do I have 5 millimeter? Yep. I'll just change. I'll just pull. Let's see if that's good enough. It's going to be quite hard to no. Oh, it wasn't very tight. It was too tight. I'm afraid I'm going to wreck my screw. So it's not very easy to I think I will have to. I'm going to take off the camera and show you. I'm talking a little bit for myself here, so hold on for a second. What I'm talking about. So here, I thought that hole was for the screw for the wing, but it's not actually. I'm going to put the camera away. So as you can see, there is a hole, but it doesn't serve any purpose. So the screw for the wing is the middle hole right there. And there are no markings for that hole on the airplane whatsoever. I was thinking that maybe I should glue in carbon spar or anything. I think it would be helpful to keep the wing in place and level. So I'm gonna do on the rudder, and I was sure that the wing was just a quick fix, but no, it wasn't. So let me just do on the rudder, and I will have to do some thinking about the wing. Maybe I can just cut this, or maybe if I have a long one that can go all the way. Probably the best I do have one. But probably best if I have one long carbon rod going just through from wing to wing. Okay, anyway. Just take off wings. And screw away. And now for the big final. Just let me test fit the rudder. Yes. That fit there. So I wonder if I'm able to get this on. Well, I just have to try again. So I will put the glue and see if it will get it on. This is quite annoying. Yeah. So this time anyway, just get this off. So wipe off the excess. Okay. That was the rudder. I thought it was going to be an easy build, but the rudder and now the wing gives me, yeah, trouble. And we're going to get that carbon rod. So I do have carbon rod. So if I cut the carbon rod in the same, maybe I have the smaller one. I do have a smaller one. So I don't have to make the holes. You can make the hole a little bit larger so that the carbon rod goes inside. I don't think there are any of the other metal rod that is supposed to go in there. Yep, I'm gonna do some research. I don't remember if I showed you, but this is the. Hold on, let me move the camera a little bit so that I can show it properly. So this is the attachment for the wings. Insert the aluminium tube into the hole on the fuselage, then connect the wing. There is another balsa sheet keeping the wing. And use the 6x 30mm nylon screw to keep. English is very good. English is not my mother tongue, but it really sounds like it's a Google Translate or something. So it says drill hole there for the hole I just showed you. But for what? The screw is not going to go there. The screw is going to go way closer to the main aluminium tube. And it doesn't say anything else about them. That's it. It doesn't say anything else about the wing. Nothing. So I will have to use some fantasy again. I think I will put a carbon tube in there. I think it's going to help a lot to keep the wing stable. I think I have to. Because to keep the wing level, only where they go, with only the nylon screw, it's a bit scary, I think. No, I will do some thinking. I will do some research, and then I will see what I come up with. Yep. Okay. Right. Yes, I have a little hole. Cut a carbon tube. They're all in the wings. Tested it. Everything looks nice. And I'm also going to have to drill a hole here for the nylon screw to be able to screw the wing to the airplane. But I'm going to glue these so that they don't move. I don't like that they move, because when I put the wings on, everything moves. I don't like it. So, here's my glue. Doesn't require a whole lot of glue. So I'll just take it. And my barbecue. shop, I can see that. So, you don't have to see me mixing the glue, but that's not fun at all. So this is going to be the last thing I do tonight because the time is 1:30 at night. It's almost time to get up again. So I'm gonna put this on. There's my tool. There's my mark. Here, just that, turn it around. It's in here. Go. I know that it's going to be a lot of work to remove it if I crash and it bends. If I crash so hard that it bends, I'll probably destroy the wing. And as I told you, to my knowledge, this plane is not in production anymore. Okay. So you see, it's going to be 5.5 millimeter, like that. Let me turn it again. Okay. Okay. So now it's good. I'm going to dry out until tomorrow, or later today, that is. So it doesn't move like it does now. What I have left is to make the hole for the main screw, the attachment. I need to put the canopy on. That was fast. I will put these. I'm just going to fit it. I'm not going to mount it because I want to have the engine installed before I mount it. And then there is the wheels. I don't have mounted the wheels, so that is left to do. And also there is this water steering fin, but the explanation on how to mount it is really bad. It's really bad. So it says to glue the rudder base on the bottom of the fuselage. Well, on the bottom of the fuselage is a boat, so I'll have to study that really hard to see. Maybe go online and see if I found other builds that can explain it, because I don't understand how to mount this. I will put wheels on it and see if I can find any quick releases on the wheels or something like the Icon A5. And probably just with a plug in the front for the nose wheel. I'm probably not going to put this in water for a little while, so there is no rush really to put this fin on. Well, okay, I will take the night off. I'll continue tomorrow.